So let's understand OPAMP in a nutshell so that we can make our next project, which I posted already in the next video. OPAMP is generally was invented for ideal amplification of infinity. Basically it has 1 2 3 4 5 terminals and VCC, ground, minus, plus, and this is the output. This is called inverting terminal, non-inverting terminal, VCC, as we know, ground. VCC and ground are arranged inside OPAMP such that we get a VCC and minus VCC supply for the amplification point of view, which you can study in detail. If you are a grad student, you might already know this, but in a nutshell, this is an OPAMP. Ideally, the amplification factor would be infinity. Like if you put 1 volt, you will get 1000. I mean more than near to infinity volt, but this is not possible. You're giving 1 volt and you're using $1, $0.50, 50-cent OPAMP, and you're getting 1000 and 1000 of volts. This is not possible, not feasible. Then what is the real thing which is gonna happen? Actually, concept of saturation comes. The OPAMP saturates at 5 volts. More than that, it will not give the output. If the amplification is infinity, which is ideally we don't have infinity amplification, we have around 1000 to 1500, something like that. After that, the OPAMP will saturate and no further voltage will be given. It is obvious because you are using 5 volt battery and you are expecting to get 1000. This is not possible. Input signal is given by an arrangement for simple arrangement is done for realizing this as a good amplifier. This arrangement is used. This is grounded. Here we can send the signal which we want to get amplified. This is RF feedback resistor. This can be R1, and the gain is feedback, 1 upon feedback, and we get gain around what was the RF upon RN. Now we are getting a finite gain. Previously we were getting infinite gain, which is not good for any practical purposes. Now we can get and amplify and utilize our circuit according to our need. We can set this, and we can get whatever we want. Suppose this is 1000, we can choose it to be 500 and we'll get amplification of 2, which means if we put 1 volt here, we will get 2 volts here, which is quite good. If we take this as 1000 and this as suppose 10, then we will get the factor of 100. If you put 0.1 here, 0.1 volts here, you will get 10 volts here, which is not possible. So it will give 5 volts, which is quite good. 0.1 for the signal is amplified to 5 volts. We'll make a good project in the next video. Let me explain one more thing. Commercially, OPAMPs are available in a package of ICs, DIPs, which is like this, called LM324, generally normal name of this. For general purpose, it has obviously similar here, and this is VCC, this is ground. Here this IC has 4 OPAMPs inbuilt, so you can use 4 OPAMPs at a time. These are 2 inputs, minus plus input, as I made the diagram, and this goes to the output. Similarly, these 2 are input, this is the output. These 2 are input, this is the output. input, output. So the corner ones are always the outputs. Corner ones are always the output. Inner ones are always the input. If we are working in real-time systems, then it doesn't matter if we are providing signal to the inverting or not inverting input, because our ears are insensitive to the phase change in the sound or signals like from your speakers. So it doesn't matter. You can put anything here, any which you want to amplify. Generally, this is grounded, as I showed you the diagram of the normal amplifier. This is generally grounded, and the signal is provided here with a feedback resistor, and the output is taken from here. Let's see what we can make out of this.